Hello everyone, welcome back to the highly requested type of videos. Yes, this is the logo design process video. I'm going to take you all to the entire process of an actual client, and this time it's Indian Farmer. If you don't know them, they have a YouTube channel are of almost 3 million subscribers, and they are pretty big on Insta as well. So there are two friends, Akash and Santosh. They run this YouTube channel of Indian Farmer. They put hacks, tips and tricks and a lot of helpful videos for the farmers out there in India. And you know how education is very costly, so they are breaking that barrier down and providing free content and free educational in farming to those farmers via the internet, via YouTube, and they are doing a pretty good job at it too. So they reached out to me like a few months ago, and Akash got on a call with me and he wanted a new logo for Indian Farmer. So they didn't have a logo. The both of their images were their brand identity, but obviously to move further and to become more professional, you have to have a logo, and that's why they reached out to me and they need a logo for the channel Indian Farmer, and they are planning to launch some merchandise and a lot of cool stuff, so they need a proper branding as well. I'm going to take you to the entire process of how the brief went down, then what was my ideation, my thought process, what all I brought to the table, and how what you see right now is the final version, what were the rejected options, and everything I'm going to show in this video. It's going to be an in-depth video, thoda lamba hoga, I think 30 minutes 20 minutes ka jitna rahega video, but it's going to be very helpful for you if you are into logo design, branding, or if you're just someone who's curious on how brands are built. So let's get started. Also pretty cool, when I press spacebar on my keyboard, I switched to this webcam. So this is something new I tried, and I hope okay, I should stop. So I hope you like this. So instead of screen recording my iPad, I'm just gonna turn on my webcam, and here I'm gonna take you all to the entire process. So I hope this comes in focus. Yeah, perfect. So started with a brief call. Okay, so I do these brief calls with clients to understand what their perspective is, what are they exactly looking for, something about their brand, how did it started, what was the reason behind each and every decision of theirs, and why they have reached out to me, why do they even need a logo, what is the problem I'm going to solve. So all that questions are asked in that brief call, and this is the breakdown of that call. So starting with the brief, it started with yes, they are a content creator, and what are they have planned for the future, maybe books, merchandise, to create a social impact, growth of the content business, which is pretty big right now. And then these were their breakdowns of the content, day-to-day practice, agriculture. These are the content they are creating. And then for the logo breakdown, I asked where all the logo usage will be. So they said the icon will be extensively used on their YouTube channel, on their Instagram, and everywhere. Maybe merch, launching merch, biggest brand in agriculture, that's their plan is. Maybe if they have their own tractor, coffee mugs, and these are all sorts of usage which they told me on the meeting. So this is a general idea what they're looking at. They're looking at a logo which sort of connects to the farmer. Okay, it's something which is modern because they want to go ahead from creating content to into building a brand of their own and selling merchandise and all the stuff like that. And even a tractor, I mean, that's a big deal. So that is the idea. So the logo has to be something modern. It should have it should look like something which is educational as well, because it should not look like one of those tech logos, but it should have thoda feel of it, because this is not just a brand, you know, it's a content platform where they're going to teach and educate farmers. They're going to have their own app as well. So for the app icon, the logo have to be flat. The logo has to have that simplicity in it to, you know, make it memorable and to touch each and every farmer's heart all over India. So that was the main idea, that was the goal. And this process, entire thing took about let's say 3 weeks, the entire process, like start to end tak. So now the brief call was done. After the call, I started ideating. I started with my research work, but I haven't recorded my research work. So let me just show you how I started with the sketches. So when I use Procreate for my sketches, and I use Notability for all the note taking and all. So if you go here, there are all the notes I have right here. So let's open Procreate. This was the first sketchboard I started with. Whenever I start with any brand, first I write the name Indian Farmer, and then here I write what all the logo should include. So the logo should be digital because digital platform पे ज़्यादा use होगा. Indianness दिखना चाहिए, farmer का resemblance होना चाहिए, and a crop resemblance. This is what I started with, and hence I started creating this one option where there are two leaves right here, and there is a farmer in the middle, and you know, like creating an abstract symbol of two leaves and farmer here in the middle. Here I tried an option where I saw that the D and the I was interestingly matching. So अपना D ऐसा होता है, D is like this and I was like this. So I thought let's create an infinity symbol, okay, plus a crop, okay, and I tried to creating that with D and I. So the D was like this, then there was an infinity symbol, and there was a crop like an eye kind of a shape, and uske beech mein eye ka aa sakta tha, something like this. But again, this was too complicated because when you zoom out, you can't really see what's going on. You know, it doesn't serve the purpose as that much. And tried a few different variations where I was trying to have the crop, have this infinity symbol, and this farmer having that hay in the shoulder, because you know a lot of times when we see farmer carrying crops, they carry it on their shoulder. So that was the idea of this icon. If you see the eye, if you notice on the eye looks like a farmer which is carrying that haystack on its shoulder. For example, this is the eye, this is the farmer, and haystack uske shoulder pe hai. So that was the idea, but यार it was very complicated यार, इतना complicated बनाने की ज़रूरत नहीं थी. It was getting too in depth in the logo, and आधे लोग को समझ में नहीं आता. Then I mean that's still okay, but there was no point in doing that. So, and these were my second sort of sketches. Yes, this is a lot more than my previous one. This was my second take at what all I wanted to do. So let me break down each and every one with you. So this was a part of a community. So community that the people collaborate. That's what I wanted to bring in the table. There are three dots. They're coming together. They're collaborating, and they have the hands of the people, and it just was trying to sort of create a submark. So trying to sort of create a mark which resembles that, but this was looking too gamey, too techy, and wasn't serving the purpose at all. Then tried a variation where it's sort of like a flag, like maybe we can have this in the Indian color because the name is Indian Farmer, and tried to create the letter F, like F shape mein. But again, this was looking too abstract, and you know, it was also looking like fire, which is something thoda wrong ho jata. And then there was this idea which I personally liked of this heart and crop shape. You know how each and every crop is so valuable to the farmer. So this is like a hand shape. I'm talking about this concept. This is like a hand shape, and here is a heart. Okay, and it's like hand per clause in farming with love. So that's what I wanted to show with this one, but they didn't like it. I personally like this concept. Then this was just a heart with a tick mark, so to show the assurity of the content they create, of the value they provide, that. And then there were options where this man is in the F shape. Here there's an F shape, and you know, he's sort of doing farming and all that stuff, so it resembles each and every farmer who is learning on their platform. And you know, fun fact, this logo was almost gonna be finalized. Wait, it's not in, it's focus. This logo right here was almost gonna be finalized, and it's a very interesting concept. There's an F, there's a person in, and you know, farming में वो scarecrow होता है ना, जो ऐसे खड़ा रहता है, so that also is in the thing. So this one, this looked more like an R and not an F, but this was almost going to be finalized, but we thought that something was missing. Tried this variation as well. There's an F right here. Tried creating with the letters, with the icons and symbols, and yeah, these are all very, very abstract. This was one idea of having the leaf, and जो leaf के अंदर वो जो lines होते हैं, having them as a person, but didn't really stand out that well. From all this, if you carefully notice, there was one sketch which is the final logo, and I mean like close to the final logo. So it's this one right here. This stood out the most from all the sketches, and this was something which got finalized in the end. And I'll tell you of the concept of this one. So first of all, the crop, जो रहता है, when it comes out, that crop has been turned into this shape, right angle shape. There is a dot. This dot not only means each and every farmer on the field learning from their resources, but also means the sun which is rising, because when in the field you see the sunrise, you see the sunset. So that is a thought of new beginnings, of something which is just starting out. And you know, a lot of times farmers make a case mein kafi, a lot of them suicide and a lot of them go with very tough times. So this is something like a new beginning they can have by learning their content and, you know, upskilling themselves and doing good at what they do. And it was something which, you know, it was something very close to the heart, and I to love this concept and they loved it as well. Like, it's also like a thoda heart shape kind of a thing. So lot of meanings in a very simple logo right here. That was the main idea of it. And one very interesting thing which I noticed of this final logo was, after the logo was finalized, so they teach content in Hindi. Okay, तो उनके YouTube channel पे Hindi channels भी है, and even the app there is Hindi lettering, so even the logo should be in Hindi. And I was like, oh shit, it's gonna be a task creating a Hindi variation incorporating the logo, but it wasn't. It seamlessly went along with the Hindi letters as well. Let me show you. So you know how we write Indian in, okay, I forgot, इंडियन ऐसा करके कुछ लिखते हैं, एंड यहाँ पे हम बिंदी डालते हैं बिकॉज वो एम्फोसाइज कर रहे हैं. एंड दिस एग्जैक्ट बिंदी इज पार्ट ऑफ आवर लोगो. इफ यू जस्ट put this shape and this shape right here, this is our icon, which is a part of not only the Hindi vocabulary but also the Indian one. And this is the final logo right here of the Indian farmer, resembling each and every farmer learning from their platform, resembling an F for the farmers. And this was the color scheme. That is why I'm also wearing blue in this video. And yeah, this was sort of the breakdown again. This was just something I did before the final logo of, I had another meeting. So from all those options, they were like, Anik, we need to have one meeting, maybe you're going in the wrong direction. So this was the entire thing when we had another meeting, and uske baad se thoda clear hua concept. So scalability was very important. And if you zoom out, okay, यहाँ पे clear दिख नहीं रहा है because of this webcam, but if you zoom out, it's very scalable. Not only the entire logo but this icon as well, it's very scalable. So yes, this is the final logo of Indian Farmer, and I'm really happy of how this has turned out. Now that we're done with the logo, let me show you the entire presentation which I presented to them and how I pitched my entire work. So logo तो हो गया, and you are very sure कि ये logo बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है, not only because you worked so hard on it but it serves the purpose as well. तो how to present that to a client, I'm going to show you in this video as well. तो यही लोगो को लेके पूरा एक ब्रांड प्रेजेंटेशन बनाया with entire meaning behind it. तो quickly let me show you that. So here we have the entire presentation. I hope you can see it. Here is, first I have the logo with a background of what the company is about. It's farming, so that is there. Then the logo right here of Indian Farmer, obviously. Then the logo in the secondary color, which is the green. Then the logo in black and white. Then here we start with creating style guides, and here is the color palette which was used, and here is a variation of the English and the Hindi variation to showing that it's a very diverse logo. Here, remember in the brief there was that cups पे भी use होगा. If I'll just go here, see, coffee mugs पे भी use होगा, ठीक है? So that was kept in mind, and that really hit them कि oh, he paid so much attention to that as well. And here is again the business card. It's like proper super high quality. If you see, the pattern of the icon was used in the business card to show how the logo can be used not only as in the typography but as a branding asset as well. Then here we come down to the app icon, because we know they are probably going to launch an app. So we made sure let's create them and show them that it's almost as if it's real. Then your maybe the website and merchandise delivery packages, they want to send something to the farmer, this is how they can have with like a print of the logo, and this is like a file they can have. And tractor ka mockup to nahi mila, but we had this kind of mockup, and this really sold our logo. This looks so good, like so amazing. And that was the main idea of the brand presentation, to see if the logo fits in well with the entire brief, with the entire thing they are trying to do. And मेरे हिसाब से तो like काफ़ी अच्छा लग रहा है. What do you all think? Let me know in the comments. कैसा लगा logo? Let me just show you the logo once again. So tell me, what do you think about this logo? You like it? Whether it fits the entire brief, and whether it works for them or not. The logo is actually live on their YouTube channel, and they are using this icon everywhere on their Instagram reel on the top left corner, if you notice. And yeah, I'm just super happy that I created something amazing, and they are using it and they are loving it as well. So let me know your thoughts on this entire process, on if you learned anything new, and well, I'll catch you later soon. Bye bye.